to this year's and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Handle out there with Reed. And it's McDaniels at the 3-slot. And for Milwaukee, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Rain Man. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Bassey in at the center. Taking a look at Minnesota. This team has the ability to break their will, overwhelm opponents. Up 3-0 now, Greg. And looking to shut the door.
And there's a very good chance they hoist the Larry O'Brien trophy tonight. Unstoppable thus far in this series. All the wind is at their backs now. It would literally take a miracle to stop them.
Now here's Edwards. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Edwards dishes to Conley. Now here's Reed. He's guarded closely. Passes it to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Driving to the basket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality. Does a nice job drawing contact.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the night. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
The reputation for Jaden McDaniels is he's a lockdown defender, and that's cross-positionally. Now he needs to continue to develop offensively.
Here's Rain Man. There's the lob at Kumbo. Giannis dunks it down.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Minnesota off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. It was a big win for them, coming off Tuesday's match.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Conley against Lillard. Conley's shot is off. Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Count it. Rain Man's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Timberwolves trail by 7. It's stolen. And the double clutch jam. Wows the crowd. Woo.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Edwards passes to Conley. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Reed. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He's got a coupe stroke. That one almost dropped.
Rain Man with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Williams comes in for Randall. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Now here's DiVincenzo. Williams with a clean look, and once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And Giannis throws it down.
They have been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
To the paint, and Portis throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Timberwolves trail by 15. DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And vertical threat, that is Rudy Gobert. What a ferocious finish at the rim.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Jumps up. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Here's Rain Man, defended by DiVincenzo. And it's Rain Man missing. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Alexander Walker passes to Williams. They get it back. Gobert off target at the rim. Here's Rain Man with 4 seconds on the clock. That one, no good.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Williams comes in for Randall. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Rain Man is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Johnson in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, they call him Rain Man, and in the last game against the Timberwolves, delivered in a big way. He scored 24 points, and along with that scoring, he brought some defensive intensity as well. The latest chapter in what's been a great string of games from him. We'll be looking to add on to it tonight. Guys, back to you.
The report, David, you have to love the energy he brought in that last game.
Yeah, he was the team's driving force, and tonight, maybe more of the same.
Well, I think what he has shown is when they send two in his direction, he is willing to make the pass and trust his teammates to make plays. So critical.
For Milwaukee, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes the first but misses the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Edwards can't hit. Bucks leading by 14. .102 left to play here in the second quarter. Johnson outside. Pass to Rain Man. Portis in the post. Defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Rain Man. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what. There's no reason for that kind of shot.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Knocks down the 3 ball. DiVincenzo's got 5 now.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now, here's DiVincenzo. He has 5.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Portis, and Portis throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks.
With the score, your Bucks, the Timberwolves, 25.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. It's been a clinic out there by Rain Man.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Reed is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the point guard.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
Free throw good, Edwards. And Edwards drops them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Rain Man. Off target from outside. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Conley with it. Lillard picks him up. And the wide open shot from Reed. Offline with his 3. Bucks leading by 13. Here's Rain Man. He's got 11. Count that one.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Reed with it. He has 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Rain Man. He takes it in. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lillard against Randall. And the layup's good off the glass. Randall's got 9.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Here's Rain Man. 15 points in the game. Now the dish to Lillard. Pass to Rain Man. Unloads. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
It's stolen by Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That'll be his second foul of the game. Prince is checked in for Milwaukee. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. Reed against Antetokounmpo. McDaniels in the post. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Here's Randall, following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Randall surveying the D. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Bucks leading by 13. .152 left to play in the third. Sinks the triple.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. From about 19 feet, Rain Man with the bucket. Rain Man's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 9. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Antetokounmpo out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Rain Man, then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Bassey in at the 5, roaming the pace. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Rain Man. No good on the 3. Here's Conley. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Rain Man. Good work there as it goes. Rain Man's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Milwaukee. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Timberwolves trail by 21. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Conley. Six to shoot. Beyond the arc. Reed gets the bucket.
Well, this is the value of Naz Reid, a center who can shoot it with great consistency from range.
Here's Rain Man. Edwards defending. The pass to Giannis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Rain Man. Edwards defending. Stolen by McDaniels.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bucks leading by 15. Here's Rain Man. Down low. Here's Giannis. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Passes it to Reed. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Conley with the 3. Got a piece of it. Just 4 to shoot. The shot, no good. Nice defense from the Rain Man. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Bucks lead by 19.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Drills the three-pointer. McDaniels got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Rain Man passes to Bassett, and the basket is good. Bassett's got 4 points this quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. And hold on to your hats, folks. This has been a whirlwind championship finals thus far. Obviously an important hard-fought victory tonight for Milwaukee.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
Staring at being swept, they come through with a tremendous performance to keep their slim hopes of a championship alive.
Yeah, I'll admit it. I didn't think Game 4 was going to be any different than the first three of the finals, but instead of being discouraged, this group was inspired. I mean, they need 3 more performances just like this one, which probably is asking too much, but hey, who knows?
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rain Man.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
2 points, that one goes.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. Great D that time from Portis.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything.
Wow, hammering it in!
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Rain Man with the bucket.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Another miss by Minnesota. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Shoots the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Backs against the wall, Greg, but they showed us tonight they are not done yet.
You can just never count this group out. I mean, unlikely to see a full comeback, but we've seen it before.
We have. Game 4 of the NBA Finals is all wrapped up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and
Is.
No, 1, 2, 3.
Dang, nice shot.
All right, 1-point game. We got another great game here.
We do.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far.
Oh.
Yes.
He literally said he built this team with 2 big guys and no one can stop Kawhi in the lane.
Boom! To the rack for the lead.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Okay, Daddy's chirping. Let's go.
Dion Waiters.
Important possession here. Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
Oh no, wrong button.
Oh boy, that might cost you. Brian's wearing up that steal button.
I thought I could strip it from Whiteside, but
I think that's a good foul, actually.
You wasted a lot of clock, though.
Nice.
You can take the last shot here, or you try to score. What's the mindset, Brian?
well, you guys know me. One of my top coaching philosophies is the last shot, so I'm not going to give Danny time to put something on me, but I don't know, I kind of like the idea of a second chance point.
Yeah, you might miss.
Bertans for the win, yes! A 1-point lead.
8 seconds. 8 seconds.
There's time.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Whiteside didn't want it.
Jordan, the screen. For the win!
No way. Yes! Let's go.
Oh man, good game, Danny.
What a game. What a game.
Well played.
Good game, Danny.
Well played, everybody. Well played, Brian. Congratulations on another championship in the Steph Curry era.
That was amazing competition all the way to this championship run. Amazing game, Danny. Everyone kind of wanted to know what was going to happen if I didn't.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Twin Cities, Minneapolis. That's the scene for the Bucks. Just about unstoppable. Welcome to the NBA Final. Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Kyle Kuzma out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Damian Lillard, and it's Rain Man in at the 2 guard. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Taking a look at Milwaukee, they've been outmatched so far in this series. And certainly at this point, the odds are stacked against them. But there are 28 other teams who'd love to still be playing at this point. So enjoy the moment, play your hardest, and let the chips fall where they may. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Edwards. And the jam by Antetokounmpo. Gotta appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis, rolling with purpose after setting the screen. And here's Minnesota now. Randall with it. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Here's Rain Man. Out to Lillard. Pass to Rain Man. Fires for three. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And here's Reed. The fadeaway. Chalk up two there.
And the defense is there, but Reed is strong-willed, and he is up to the challenge.
Takes a three. Rain Man, that's good.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Minnesota with possession here. It's a three-point game. DiVincenzo against Lillard. Pass to Edwards. Shot from 12. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Here's Rain Man. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Rain Man's got 5 now.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
Edwards for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks leading by 5. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and Coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but Coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Reed. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Rain Man. The jumper from the wing off target.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Timeout call, Milwaukee. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Williams comes in for Julius Randle. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Bassi. Keldon Johnson comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Prince is checked in for Kuzma. And it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Damian Lillard. Here's Conley. The kick out to Williams. Conley passes to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Unloads. Rebounded by Trent.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Rain Man. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Rain Man's got 11 points.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
The ball's knocked loose. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Right side, Alexander Walker. Minnesota again missing. Down low. And then Portis with the dunk.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
And here's Conley. And so it's Milwaukee in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Julius Randle out there with Edwards. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Gobert in at the... That's...
Substitution on the court.
Here's Conley, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, Rain Man in their last game against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He picked up 29 points, and not only was he terrific offensively, he also made an impact on defense. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Shoots from the elbow. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Conley.
Well, respected both on and off the floor, Conley is one of those guys that leads by example.
Edwards for 3. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Conley passes to Edwards. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Johnson. Williams misses. Milwaukee leading by 14. Here's Rain Man. 11 points in the game. Now Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. McDaniels got his first points of the game.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Pass to Prince. Here's Rain Man. He's guarded by Conley. From behind the arc. Rain Man, that's good. Rain Man's got 14 points for the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so we wrap up the first half. Milwaukee out in front, up by 50.
38.
And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. The Bucks leading by 15. Taking a look at the Bucks. We've got Damian Lillard, Kyle Kuzma out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bassi in at the center position. The shot by Rain Man, no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Bucks foul. Number 99. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Edwards. Rain Man grabs the board. Milwaukee has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Pulls up. Kept alive. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. And Minnesota with possession here, trailing by 17. Now here's Edwards. Give him 8. Looking to get it going. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. The Bucks also with a sub. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. High post Reed. Back to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randall. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Here's Rain Man. Checked by Randall. Lillard passes to Rain Man. From the elbow. Randall with some nice D. Timberwolves trail by 15. Inside. He's off on that one. Oh, great D that time from Portis. To the paint. Leaps for it. Pass to Rain Man. Portis outside. Here's Rain Man. He's got 18. And he gets it to go. Rain Man's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Reed finds DiVincenzo. Outside Reed. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randall. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Milwaukee leading by 17. Here's Rain Man. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Rain Man's got 23.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Reed. Blocked! And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert comes in for Reed. And Williams is subbed in for Randall. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Jackson is checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. Rebounded by Kuzma. Milwaukee has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Rain Man, that's good. Rain Man's got 11 points here in the second half.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting at about 34% here in this game. Pass to Gobert. Gobert is doubled. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Will it go? And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, McDaniels is a...
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Substitution on court.
Here's Rain Man. They get it again. Bassey, the pass to Rain Man. From the top of the key, he buries it. Rain Man's got 27 points.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Here's Rain Man. Minnesota with a rebound. McDaniels got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Edwards. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Edwards. Rain Man. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark for Minnesota. They've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Here's Rain Man. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Rain Man's got 15 points here in the second half. And so it's Minnesota with it. Randle with it. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Randle. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim. Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
And Minnesota with some changes. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker comes in for Anthony Edwards. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Sims, he's checked in for the Bucks. And here's Conley. The 3. No good on the shot.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
Randle can't hit. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Rain Man. Knocks down the 18-footer. Rain Man's got 34 points.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And it's Clark on the take. Puts up a 3. And Conley with the 3.
And this has been an amazing showing. Under the intense spotlight of the NBA Finals, this is a huge win for the Bucks.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And with this outcome, the finals takes on a whole new shape. What seemed to be a foregone conclusion is now anything but.
Being down 3-1 is a backbreaker for most teams, but it only motivated them tonight. They rose up, got their toughest win of the season, and now their pressure swings hard the other way.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Rain Man.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
To the middle. And it's Randall with the jam.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Alexander Walker with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Randall, good.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Here's Rain Man. Rebound, Minnesota. So this one belongs to the Bucks. Many league observers were starting to count them out, but tonight's effort gives them a chance to turn the tide.
It would be a major league comeback. Can they really take 2 more games in this series? I have my doubts, but we'll see.
And that concludes our
Do you have what it takes to be the greatest of all time?
If so, show off your skills with GOAT Tiers and GOAT Moments.
From the My Career menu screen, GOAT Tiers shows you a list of NBA legends that you are trying to surpass in your own career. You can move up the 5 tiers by accumulating GOAT points, which are awarded for completing various GOAT moments.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The championship could be claimed right here. Folks, it is electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So glad you could join us for it. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got, and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And for Milwaukee, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Rain Man. And it's Bassey in at the 5 down low. Take a look at the Timberwolves. Greg, they're feeling good, playing like a champion, and don't want to let this get down to a Game 7.
And I like that mentality. Sure, you'd like your fans to be there when you win the title, but what's more important is getting the job done. You can have a parade later if you close the deal.
Here's Conley. Pass to Randall. Reed gets to Conley. Here's the teardrop. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for the Timberwolves. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So we'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Rain Man. Edwards defending. Pass to Rain Man. Pulls up on the wing, and he connects with the jumper.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's Rain Man.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Edwards passes to Conley to the middle. Got a piece of it. It's thrown by to Kumbo. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Passes to Giannis. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Super confident stroke from Giannis. He's hitting those things. It could be lights out.
Minnesota off to a slow start. They trail by 3. Edwards gets to Conley. And the pass to Reed. Pocket 6. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target from three-point range. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Second is Anthony Edwards. And, of course, the Rain Man.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Trent comes in for Lillard. Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Michael Conley. McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. And no good that time. Great D that time from the Rain Man. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And that one drops for him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They come off a really big loss on Sunday.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and then for Minnesota. Williams, he's checked in for Randall, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Johnson outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
1:31 left to play in the first quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. They need this. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Timberwolves trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Is DiVincenzo playing with a scuba tank out there? The 3 was deep.
Here's Rain Man. Gobert pulls it in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
That's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. And the Bucks making a change here. Prince is checked in. Pass to Alexander Walker. To the wing right side. McDaniels with the ball. Picked up by Portis. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Rollins checked in for Rain Man. On defense, the Timberwolves. Inside.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Lillard against Conley. Pulls up. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good. Bassey's got 6 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Back to Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, they call him Rain Man, and in the last game against Minnesota was a man determined. He dropped in 38 points, and the way he shot the ball from deep was incredible, making a number of 3 balls. Just a fantastic effort for him out on the floor. See if he's got any gas left in the tank for tonight, guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Shot clock at 6. Rain Man passes to Bassey. Here's Rain Man, and another basket for Milwaukee.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Timberwolves trail by 4. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And how about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that play?
He's perfect from the line this time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to Conley. Now McDaniels, guarded by Kuzma. McDaniels in the post. He's against Kuzma. That one misses.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Rain Man. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Edwards, that's good.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Fades away. And it's Rain Man missing.
Yeah, I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Johnson, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Trent subbed in for Lillard. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gobert comes in for Reed. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McDaniel.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Minnesota, Williams, he's checked in for Randall. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. To the inside, Williams finds Alexander Walker. Back to Williams. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Bucks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Rain Man. And again, the Bucks miss. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And he drives in. It's deflected. Here's Rain Man. Edwards defending. Rain Man passes to Johnson. Tie game in Milwaukee. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
26.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Rain Man is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Bassey in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
And here is Conley. Pass to McDaniels. He kicks it to Randall. Clock at 6. Down low. Here's Reed. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Kuzma. Bassey, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Bassey's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Bucks.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
The Timberwolves trail. Edwards passes to Conley. Now Randall. To the paint. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And that's 13 points for Anthony Edwards. And there's the pass to Rain Man. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Bucks. Rollins comes in for Rain Man. Here is Edwards. 13 points in the game. Conley finds Reed. To the middle. Can't throw it down with one hand.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Rollins with the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Randall passes to Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Giannis against Reed. Here's Antetokounmpo. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Williams comes in for Julius Randle. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And the Timberwolves call timing.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. The rebound by the Bucks.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Rain Man. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
McDaniels in the post. Here's DiVincenzo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Williams, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Conley. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle.
Clearly a foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range. And that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. Well, they've knocked them down.
Gobert down low. Back to Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Conley. Fires the 3. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for Bobby Portis. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Johnson. Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from the Rain Man.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Minnesota's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Giannis against Randall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Randall, tough guy to guard here as he uses that frame to earn another trip to the free throw line.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Julius Randle. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
During his breakout season with the Knicks, Julius Randle, I think, has another level to his game. It's about that consistency he's trying to get to. And he's an all-NBA caliber player when he gets it going.
Minnesota making a switch here. McDaniels checked in, and he sinks the second.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Here's Rain Man, over by Conley. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Antetokounmpo with a great read there in the screen and roll. He knew exactly when to back off the pick.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Here's Edwards. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Bounce pass Conley. Randall outside. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. And it's Conley that time on the assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Rain Man. Oh, the power on that throw down.
And Giannis, showing you we can lead the offense through him.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Edwards. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Such a gutsy player. Edwards wants to be the guy taking big shots.
Inside, Bassi. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Bucks lead by 2. .156 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Edwards. Milwaukee with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Rain Man. Edwards defending. And it's Rain Man missing. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Reed. Over Lillard. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Reed's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Down low.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
And it's Rain Man missing.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
Conley's shot is off. Here's Rain Man. Pass to Lillard. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
And the Timberwolves call timing. It's tied at 51. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. His message was clear. Let's not beat ourselves. We came in here with a plan, executed. We're right in this thing. Keep doing what you're doing. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards from the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You could bet that's what they're looking for. This late in the game, they need that 3.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. I think, Greg, they played with a little more, of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing This was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific. You're right. So NBA Finals Game 6. Now.
We have a very special treat in store for you next week.
Yes, we're continuing our docu-series, My 2K Life, where we follow the journey of a player that has made a difference in our 2K community.
This is one of my favorite things. You're going to find out who that is next week, but I love diving into the stories of 2K players all around the world.
But until then, enjoy the game, and we'll see you next week.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Boy, you can feel that special playoff energy as we wrap up the starting lineups. So sit tight. We'll be right back after this. It's a rare and wonderful thing. Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. We've got Kyle Kuzma, also Giannis Antetokounmpo out there, and it's Bassey in at the 5 spot. And for Minnesota, Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Jaden McDaniels out there with Julius Randle, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You look at the Bucks. One game, winner take all to determine the champion. Grant, talk about the pressure of a Game 7 on the road.
Well, BA, it doesn't get much greater, but they're built for this. They've showed it all season long. The summer is the time to...
Nasty right there. Oh, my goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish.
Handling the ball like a guard, Giannis has become very proficient at doing damage with the pass.
Antetokounmpo against Randle. Back to Conley. 5 to shoot. Outside McDaniels. Fires the 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Here's Milwaukee. First quarter of play, a minute in. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
McDaniels passes to Reed. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Edwards. Lillard, again, the Bucks, good for 2.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Minnesota's head coach. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Edwards, no good.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
Oh, nice. Oh, big finish. Man. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Pass to Reed. Back to Conley. Over Lillard. The shot by Conley, no good. Here's Milwaukee. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Rain Man. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He
just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Here's Edwards, plenty of space, and he drains the quick shot.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Milwaukee shooting their first shots of the night from a charity strike. And he knocks down the first one. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Williams comes in for Julius Randle. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Bassi. Keldon Johnson comes in for Antetokounmpo. Prince is checked in for Kuzma. And it's Trent in for Damian Lillard. Six on the shot clock. Edwards.
Oh, hey, how about big that? Time right there. Big time. Woo. Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
And that replay courtesy of the power at home.
Oh, wow. And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Rain Man. He's got 7. It's Prince on the wing. To the wing on the left. Rain Man. That one a little long.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Now here's DiVincenzo. No good on the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Rain Man. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Edwards with it, and it's Trent picking him up. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Tipped. In transition. Here come the Bucks.
Smart pass by Porter, showing the ability to make good decisions with the ball.
Edwards with it. Over Prince. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And here we... Minnesota with some changes. Williams is checked in for Julius Randle. Anthony Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Williams. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Rain Man in their last game against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He added 22 points, and it wasn't just a great offensive performance for him. He excelled defensively, too. When they needed it most, he stepped up and kept the series alive. Who knows, tonight, he may have to be even better. Back to you guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside, DiVincenzo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
DiVincenzo smartly getting into the defense there, drawing a foul inside while taking the shot. That's a smart offensive play by DiVincenzo.
Prince is checked in for Milwaukee. Trent comes in for Rollins. Here's Rain Man. DiVincenzo covering. That one off the back iron and out.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Here's Edwards. And it's blocked. And they recover it. Williams passes to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Gobert. Oh! Easy 2 for Gobert.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
Here's Rain Man. DiVincenzo covering. Pulls it. Rain Man, that's good. Rain Man's got 13.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. It's tipped.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
26 seconds left in the half. The shot by Rain Man, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Let's go with a 3. Here's Portis. And he banks in the layup.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks leading by 17 at the end of the period. And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. The Bucks leading by 17. On the court right now for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Damian Lillard, and it's Rain Man in at the shooting guard position. Outside McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Gobert, too strong.
It's too easy for him when he's that close. The defense has to put a body on Gobert inside.
Here's Rain Man. He's got 13. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Randall is checked in. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
Randall against Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Edwards. From outside, off the mark.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Randall. Timberwolves trail by 19. And here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Rain Man, that's good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Alexander Walker with it. Kuzma on him.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Rain Man, that's good.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Conley against Kuzma. Outside Edwards. Can they get it? Rebounded by Kuzma.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Here's Rain Man. And the layup is good off the glass. Rain Man's got 23.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide-open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Williams is checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Mike Conley. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Jackson comes in for Kuzma. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Got it. Alexander Walker's got his first points of the night.
Love the pass from Reed that time. These guys love playing with him.
Here's Rain Man. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got his third assist of the night. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Takes the three. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Edwards. Here's Rain Man. Shot clock at 6. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Williams. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Edwards, a pass to Williams. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Edwards against Jackson. Right wing. Here's Reed. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
You can't allow Reed to get that kind of positioning. He's got great touch down there.
Here's Rain Man. 25 points in the game. Pass to Portis. DiVincenzo with the steal. With some arc. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
24 seconds left in the third. Going inside. The shot by Rain Man, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Misses from close range. And that one good. Rain Man's got 14 points here in the second half.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Got it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points. Looking good. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. More 2K action in just a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find.
Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Williams. McDaniels comes in for Clark. Anthony Edwards is checked in for DiVincenzo. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Highland. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Naz Reid out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Johnson passes to Rain Man. Just 5 on the clock. Minnesota with a rebound.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Back to Edwards. Shoots from 12. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Here's Rain Man. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Rain Man. Hits the trifecta. Rain Man's got 30 points.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
McDaniels passes to Reed. Right side Conley. Throws it up high. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Great lob and an even better finish by Gobert.
Here's Rain Man. .144 left to play in the fourth quarter. Fades away. Edwards pulls it in.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Offensive rebound. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Nice job by Gobert finishing the play through the bump.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
Boy, I've liked the defensive persistence, hounding the opposition and forcing mistakes. As a result, coming up with steals, too.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis, he's checked in for Sims. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Johnson. Jackson, he's checked in for Prince. And it's Trent in for Rollins.
That's going to do it for this game. These teams, the entire season, what an unbelievable journey. It'll be a hoisting of the Larry O'Brien for the Bucks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And on an epic NBA Finals run, they capture the hearts of not just their fans, but basketball fans around the league.
An incredible ending to one of the more dramatic finals we've seen. Counterpunches thrown between these teams for 7 games. We say it often, it's too bad you can have only one winner, but they deserve it.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Rain Man.
And you have to love how he controlled the key, piling up blocks and putting fear into opposing shooters.
McDaniels is checked in for Minnesota. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
To the paint. Here's Rain Man. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. No good on the free throw.
At the line for the Bucks.
And he sinks the second.
That's the end of the game.
And the Milwaukee Bucks have done it. They are NBA champions.
Please make sure you get home safely.
Well, they did it. And as they celebrate, you can just see the relief, the exhilaration that comes with winning it all.
An incredible display of resilience. Seemingly every time they were challenged, Grant, they rose to the occasion.
And B.A., I have to give props to the front office for making all the right moves. And the coaching, just phenomenal. And then, hey, it's a players' league. Those guys came out and took care of business.
And thanks to everyone out there who's been with us through this entire journey. Take care, and we'll see you next season.
NBA 2K TV, it's playoff season, my favorite season.
And that means NBA 2K25 is packed with playoff goodies.
And you don't want to miss what my team is serving up. Take a look.
Postseason energy has arrived in the playoff spotlight sim in my team. Head to the challenge menu.
Greetings, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying this. Happy Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup in the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Bradley Beal is out there with Durant. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Iguodala in at the five. And for Golden State, the athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Money out there with Irving. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Halloween night. Craig, and this game should be a treat.
Yeah, fun holiday.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he can't get the first one. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Money. Iguodala grabs the rebound. And here's Phoenix. Here's Booker. Tries again. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just bouncing off a contact. Booker putting in work in that weight room.
And it's Irving with the ball for Golden State. It's a three-point game. Here's Money. Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
I got him.
Booker against Irving.
Step out. I'm up.
Booker outside. Fade. They get it again. It doesn't go for him. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. I asked him about his team's plan in trying to contain Kevin Durant. He said, I don't think you can contain Kevin Durant. Focus is trying to have him take tough shots and hope he misses most of them. So we'll see if they can put any pressure on KD tonight, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Money. Kuminga kicks to Irving. Takes the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
And the more you see each other, the more contentious it gets. No bad blood between these teams right now, but that can change over the course of the season.
That puts them in the lead. Money's got 5 now. And it's the Suns with the ball. Trailing by 2. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Here's Money. This game is on score 13. And yes, it's good.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Snatched away. And it's the Warriors on the break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 4-point game. A minute 50 left to play here in the first. Gillespie, that's good.
I like Beal's vision. Makes a great read on this pass.
Here's Money. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And Coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Wiggins is checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moses Moody comes in for Wiggins. And Curry subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Pass to Okogie. Just 5 on the clock. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just, again, you just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Money. No good from outside. Phoenix is gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Into the lane. Okogie misses.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
They get it back. Jackson Davis. Here's Money. He's got 9. Phoenix grabs the miss. Iguodala's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Powell against Curry. Dunn looking over the floor. The pass to Okogie. Over Wiggins. Ball's knocked loose. Iguodala.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Phoenix ahead. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Irving is out there with Money. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Jazz did some very solid work. He scored 13 points, and as impressive as he was scoring it, he was just as good at the defensive end. If his play in the first game of the season is any indicator of the kind of year he'll have, all you can say is, look out, lead. Back to you, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
I completely agree. They should go to him early. If he gets hot, I think another big game is coming.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Passes it to Durant. He kicks it to Powell.
Screen.
Here's Iguodala. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
And the basket by Money.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And it's been an issue for them as it was last year, only 72% from the line.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos is checked in, and it's Brandon Pajemski in for Kyrie Irving. Suns trail by 3. KD with it. Still without a basket. Dunn passes to Allen. Here's Gillespie from the arc. A basket good off the assist from Allen.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
1:56 left to play here in the half.
No shot.
From the wing. You got Money, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Right here.
Allen outside. Beal from long range. Warriors with the rebound. And when you think about Andrew Wiggins, championship-level defender for sure.
He can get in a guy's shirt without fouling him. He has the lateral movement to keep ball handlers in front of him. Really tough to do, especially in isolation.
We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. The shot missing. Wiggins with some nice D.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And the basket by Money.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's Gillespie. 11-point game his last outing. 46 seconds left in the first half. Here's Money. Lays it up off the glass. Money's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Gillespie, the pass to Dunn. Here's Gillespie. To the middle. Will it go? It's deflected, and he gets it back. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Money. And it's sent back by KD.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
Dunn dishes to Allen. Dunn kicks to Allen. And here's Beal. Over Wiggins. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. What a game we're seeing from Money.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys will be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
On the court for the Suns, Durant is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Gillespie in a point. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Money. He's got 25. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Iguodala's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Got a hand on it. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Iguodala's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Suns. Warriors leading by 3. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. If that's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot, but for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Timeout called the Warriors. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Wiggins is checked in for Kuminga. Moses Moody comes in for Wiggins. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Money. And for the Suns, Royce O'Neal comes in for Kevin Durant. And Okogie subbed in for Beal. Golden State moving the ball around. Really left alone that time. Moody's got his first 3 points of the game.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Booker.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Powell, he's checked in for the Suns. Look here for the Warriors. Kuminga's come in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Wiggins comes in for Moses Moody. Pajemski, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Money subbed in for Stephen Curry.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Money.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Hey, yo, right here, baby.
And stolen by Wiggins. And it's the Warriors on the break. The shot, no good. To the paint, here's KD. The basket good off the assist from Allen. Allen's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Irving on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Out on the perimeter, it's Pajemski and Wiggins. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Wiggins, and it's Money in at the 1. Fires from deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
His three-point shooting kind of dried up in the second half. He is yet to make one after knocking down 3 before halftime.
Beal gets a wide open look. Target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Money. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's AD. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ's still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. He takes great shots. He's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
That's good from Durant. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Irving. Powell with the steal.
No.
He dishes it to Booker. From outside the arc, Booker with a 3. He is a knockdown shooter.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Money, defended by Booker. And Kuminga throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Booker. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Warriors leading by 11.
Hey, yo, right here.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. To the inside. Booker with the bounce.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Here's Money. On the wing, Irving. Here's the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Money, guarded by Powell. Money. And a miss there on the triple.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Poked away. And hustling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Warriors with possession here. Warriors leading by 12.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Warriors.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Money.
And there is no question his defense set the tone for his team and gave them the rim protection they needed. Outstanding effort.
And such a nice move to make the basket work. Money's got 31.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 18. They get a hand on it. Here's Money. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They